have done today master data and attribute over there. So now we have another thing is called key figure, but we will not discuss key figure right now. For last class we will do the key figure. Now we will go to the statistical forecasting part. So today we will discuss only the pre-processing step. So we have a apps called manage forecast models.
And before this, on the master data, we can delete the data, right, from either this UI interface, IVP UI interface, or the Excel UI.
Yes, you can delete, but for the next day, once your integration job will run, then data will come now. So if you want to delete all those things, then you have to cart your data flow from CPIDS. Because
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, with the batch job, it will come. But yeah.
suppose you can delete over here this data. Okay, it will be
Mm-hmm.
deleted. You can save it. But the next
Okay.
day, once your job will run, okay, then it will
Mhm.
automatically fill it up. If you can't cart the data flow via the CPIDS.
Yeah, got it. From the source itself, we have to delete it for
Yeah, from
permanent
the source you
deletion.
have to
Yeah.
cart the flow because
Mm-hmm.
all this data is coming from S4, not created by yourself.
Right, right. Yeah, I know. And also, is there a field like on every master data, like mark for deletion?
Maybe
Is
not.
there a data type like so mark for deletion and then we can delete it seamlessly from IBP
No, no, no. I
scheduled
think
job?
no. I'm just checking. But my
Okay,
understanding, you can't do these types of things.
okay.
So you have to delete from S4 and then you have to
Hmm.
delete from IP.
Okay.
Now we are moving to the statistical forecasting. So what is the statistical forecast? That is nothing but the system generated forecasting. So for getting the statistical forecast, so we have to do some prerequisite. So what is this prerequisite? Suppose you have to want to create your own statistical forecast model. So you have to create it over here. Okay. So you have to select which planning area. I told you that planning area is very important. So suppose you want to do your statistical forecasting in ZPUT. First you have to put your model name as usual. So suppose you are doing your ABC sub name. Okay, then you as per your which destination you have to do like that. Now the what is the periodicity? How could you see the data? It should be day, month, okay, week, as per your planning level, time profile level. I told you. So as per this level, you have to select all your periodicity. Suppose you are doing in day, nothing else, no problem. Historical period. That so what? Why the historical period is needed? So as the input for the statistical forecast, you have to get the history, sales data, which is already sales. So
Hmm.
for the past, you know the sales data. Sales data means nothing but your sales history.
Can you maximize your screen or this is the
Yeah,
max?
it's already maximized actually.
Okay, okay, okay.
Suppose X and Y axis I am just doing. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the sales history. Okay. This is the past and this is the future. So in past you already have the sales data which already been
Mm-hmm.
sales. So this is the history. So this is the
Got it.
input for your statistical forecasting. As per your sales history for this particular location product, you have to generate your statistical forecast for the future. So that is why sales period is most important. How many days you need to have the sales history. So suppose you are get only get the 500 day, okay, something like that. Forecast period means in future how many days you want to get the forecast. Okay, so error measure calculation you have to put over there. So nothing required actually because it is not in start scenario. Now the offset. Offset means that suppose you want to do the forecast for next 2 months, but after 1 month, 1 week you need to stop. You no need to do any forecasting. That is called the offset of the historical period or offset of the forecast period. So that is why you have to put it 2, 3, whatever. So
Mhm.
after that, once the time setting is done, you have to go the administrative information. So once no, you for the administrative information, no need to do anything. Is once you save it, now automatically created by your user ID, changed by your name like that. It will automatically created. Now we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 step to create the statistical forecasting. Okay, this is also the implementation part. Please be careful. For the general, you have to create all these things periodically. How you get the historical period, how long time data you need for as a input or as a history. Okay, you have to put what is the uh, future forecast, how long time you will get the future forecast. You have to put over there. Now the pre-processing steps. So in here we have the three option algorithm: substitute missing values, outlier correction, promotion sales slip elimination. So today we'll discuss about, or this session we'll discuss about the outlier correction. This is the most important thing, and maximum companies using this outlier correction methodology. So what is this? This is nothing but the cleansing. So why we need the cleansing technology for creation of statistical forecasting? So I'm going back to this screen. So this is our graph for the sales history.
Mm-hmm.
This is our graph. Suppose this may our graph for the sales history. So can you see there is some spike over there for the upper as well as for the lower. Sometimes the sales is so low, that's why it comes down. Sometimes sales is so high. So you have to clean all the data upper and lower band. Okay, we have
Mm-hmm.
to clean all
Okay.
our data. So that is why outlier correction. Okay, we need to do. Suppose you are in the sanitizer factory. Okay, you are in working with the sanitizer factory. So for
Mm-hmm.
the time of COVID situation in 2020, the sales was too high, because everyone purchasing the
Yeah.
this sanitizer. So that's why the sales was too high in that time. But if now for today, is this the same requirement will be there? No. Got my point? No, because the situation is stable now. So if I now sitting today, if I take the sales history for the this particular sanitizer from the 2020, so it will come so high for the sales
Mm-hmm.
history, because that time that month our sales was so high. So that's why we need to clean our data. So that is what we use the outlier correction. Okay, so have
Okay.
you get my point? What is the outlier
Yeah.
correction?
Yeah, I got it.
So that is a, so using the interquart. So we have different types of method: variance test and interquartile range. So you use interquartile range over here. What is the interquartile range? This range is called the interquartile range. So that means system will only get the history for this range to that range for all
Mm-hmm.
these past history. So they will remove this spike over there. Okay. Also, system will not consider this lowest spike over here. System will consider only this point to that point. That is called the corrections. Okay. That is why we use the outlier correction, and this is called the range interquartile range. We have a upper band, we have a lower band. That's mean that is why the interquartile length. So what is the, this is the interview question as well. The which detection method you use? Okay, we use the interquartile range. Okay. Then what is the method you use? Correction method. That is the mean, median, whatever method is there. Suppose you use the mean. That means they will take the mean value. How? I mean, I am just painting over here, but how system will calculate the what should be our interquartile range? What is the method to calculate the interquartile? I can't say manually that this point should be our upper band, this point should be our lower. No, I can't do these types of things. We have to do some calculations. That will be done by the mean calculations. By that we will find the this range. Now what is the multiplier? Okay, multiplier you can use, you can't use. As per your project requirement you can use. So multiplier is nothing but whatever interquartile range will be there. Suppose you get the interquartile range over, this is the upper and this is the lower. So here they put this 1.5. You can put 2 over here, you can put anything over here. Okay, you can put 5 over here, no problem. 5 means what system generate this upper band and lower band, it will automatically multiply into 5. That means it will become something upper and here something low, because it's multiply whatever data will get after the calculations. This is the point, we have to multiply this data into 5, and here what we will get, we have to multiply the data into 5. Okay, that is the multiplier we use. Actually, as we provided, you can use, you can't use. That is up to you and your. business manager. Got my point? What is smoothing window? Smoothing window, that means the 7. So suppose one customer, we have a 7 days, okay, in a week. Suppose one customer, this is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So one customer only get the data only for Wednesday. Okay, so if we generate the outlier correction, then only Wednesday the sales history will be high. Okay, but this should be a outlier. No, because customer only get Wednesday. They get the, what I could say, inventory. Customer get their inventory only for the Wednesday. So that is why this should not be a spike. So 7 means whatever data is there. Suppose the data is 20, so it will divide it by 7. Okay. So what is the 20 divided by 7? So they will get all 2.9 for all day. Okay.
Mhm.
Got my point? 2.9 for all day. That's mean actually 20. It will be 20. So that is why we use the smoothing window over here. Smoothing window nothing but 7 means we are divided the data for all 7 days, because maybe the one
Okay.
customer has the requirement only for Wednesday. So if we come
Okay.
back and check the sales history for this customer, we can get only the Wednesday the spike will be high. After that, all day it will be the constant. After the next week, only the Wednesday it will be high like this. Suppose we have
Mhm.
this XY parameter. If we sales day, suppose this week is go Wednesday it will be high. After that it will be, then Wednesdays come, it sales is high. This will be constant. Then like this one. But is this the spike? No, the customer is getting the data for every month actually, but they are specific for the Wednesday only. So that is why, to avoiding this spike for any cleansing over there, we no need to cleanse it. We divided all this data into all 7 days in a week. Got my point? Please tell me.
Mhm. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, so that is why you use the smoothing window. Now come back to the input. What is the input? Input means for the statistical forecasting, what is the input? That is the delivery quantity, outlier, okay, outlier key figure, what would the key figure name, which key figure you have to show the outlier value. So I'll be come back to you, that is not a matter. So have you got my point for the outlier correction? What is the intention of the outlier correction?
Yeah, yes.
So interquartile range generally we use interquartile range between the upper band and lower band. So if you subtract upper band minus lower band, it will get the interquartile range.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that is the thing. So that is the thing. Upper band minus lower band, you will get the interquartile range, and that is the prerequisite for the statistical forecast step. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the statistical forecast step in details, and then after post processing step. Today only we'll discuss about the pre-processing step. So pre-processing step is nothing but, before, suppose you are in implementation projects, so you have to do the statistical forecasting. So you have to care about these pre-processing steps very much. By that you will get your forecast properly. If you can clean your data properly, then you can't get your
Mhm.
forecast properly. So that is why pre-processing step is very important. In pre-processing step, you have to get this outlier correction. So in outlier correction, you use the interquartile range, and using the mean or median methodology, there is a, see,
Mhm.
correction with median. Okay, in the median methodology, you can also use these outlier corrections. So if you, so using this median methodology, system will detect what should be our interquartile range. For the upper spike they will delete, and for the lower spike they will delete, like that. They will delete the upper spike and they will delete the lower spike, and then you will
Mhm.
get the, system will consider as a input for sales history only these to these values. So this is
Yeah.
also in questions. All these things, outlier correction, multiplier. What is multiplier? What is smoothing window? What is outlier correction? Which outlier correction method you use?